Morning, gentlemen. Hope you're all well. I mentioned this in the last video. This last year, as we can see on the screen, the channel is Nuxano, 895,000 subscribers. Um, Somebody showed me the channel the other day, and he's got a lot of cartoon here as his image. But I kind of like the channel, to be honest. I kind of like the channel. Just I like the guy who does it. Despite the cartoon here, he puts up. Apart from that, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. So I'll play a bit of it anyhow. You can see what the channel's like. So the picture is this big black guy on a bus sat behind this young lass here, just on her phone, and out of nowhere he just stabs her in the fucking neck and kills her. She stands no chance whatsoever of surviving this, really. Doesn't know it's coming, no chance to defend herself or put her arm up or anything at all. And yeah, like it's you just think, how is it fair? Do you know what I mean? How is life fair? And the answer is it isn't. That's the beauty of it. The answer of life is it isn't fair in many ways, shapes, or forms. From for a long time, to be honest, for a lot of people, life isn't fair. And here's more proof of it. And this lass again, just senselessly murdered, just minding her own business. Been to work here. I think she works in a pizza shop or something. I'm not sure. Sat down after work on her way home, and for no reason at all, this black fella behind has just brutally stabbed her in the neck a few times. And yeah, I mean, it's public transport as well. Apparently, the guy didn't have a ticket, and the video I watched last night, somebody was on about people the train or the bus service are going to crack down on people not having tickets. And I thought, for fuck's sake, somebody's been murdered here, and you're going on about tickets. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you need to put fucking security guards on the trains. That's what you need to do. That's unfortunately, it's going to cost you more money, but that's what you need to do because people aren't safe here anymore. You know what I mean? So I'll play a bit of the video. It's horrific, to be honest.
We should not have to live like this. If you've seen this video, you know where I am going. This is an absolute degenerate situation, and let me just say, black fatigue is through the roof. All right? It absolutely is.
Yeah. The other reason I played it is because some of what he says he is bang on there. Like, black fatigue is through the roof. It's through the roof here in England as well. We've got black fatigue as well. And we're fucking sick of them, to be honest. We're fucking sick of them. Because they don't behave like us. They don't behave like fucking white people, unfortunately. Like, call it racism if you want, but it's just a fucking fact of the matter here. The majority of people who are running around Britain fucking stabbing people here are black. That's it. That's the bottom line. The majority of people running around stabbing people in England are black. So it goes across the world. Again, I've said in other videos before, a lot of these people coming over, the old British aristocracy would have called these people savages, absolute savages. So, and this is kind of proof of it, you know what I mean? You're getting stabbed in the fucking neck relentlessly for no reason. And yeah, like savage, just, you know what I mean? Savage. So, yeah, black fatigue is through the roof. It's absolutely bang on because we're just fucking sick of them because we're sick of all this slavery bullshit and Black Lives Matter and all fucking the chip on your shoulder that you've all got because you were fucking in the slave trade. Fucking none of yous lot were in the slave trade. None of yous at all. But you've got a chip on your shoulder because some of your ancestors were once in the slave trade. And the other side of that is you needn't fucking go on about slaves to me and fucking all this bullshit and expect me to be fucking bothered because I'm not. And Britain ended the slave trade and lost 20,000 soldiers to end the slave trade. Went to war to end the slave trade. So Britain and our heritage, we were actually behind stopping the slave trade. So there's no white guilt here. No white guilt whatsoever, and no white guilt because it was fuck all to do with me. I wasn't here, and I really don't give two fucks, to be honest. And none of you people were the slaves. So you can stop fucking moaning about it, because I don't give two fucks. You can fuck right off. So, yeah, black fatigue is real, and it's through the roof. It is through the roof, because we're just fucking sick of them. Like, honestly, going on about fucking Black Lives Matter, fucking the slave trade, reparations, and then they're all just fucking stabbing people and being fucking knobheads at the best of times. So I honestly agree with that. Black fatigue is real.
Is. And it's honestly because of videos like this that keep going viral. Now, realistically, this is a tragic, horrible nightmare situation that is not for the faint of mind. So I just wanted to give you something of a warning, trigger warning. It gets dark. I'm not going to show you the footage, obviously, but it gets really, really dark. So this is a youth of nebulous ethnic background. He could be white. Could be black, who knows? Honestly, I don't see race, probably. And this is a Ukrainian lady.
Yeah, hold on. We've lost quality here. It's the usual. I've got my PlayStation on scenario. I'll knock it off. And the minute it goes off, we'll get action. No problem at all here.
Who ran away from the war in Ukraine, who came to America, boarded a bus, and for no apparent reason, this nebulously ethnic individual got up, white-appearing fellow behind her, stood up, stabbed her in.
Yeah, we're sick of the cultural enrichment. We really are. You know what I mean? We really are, because everybody sees the pattern here. The more the black people that come to the country, and foreigners in general, the worse the country gets. I mean, it's a massive pattern we've all noticed here for quite some time. The more foreigners and black people that come to the country, the worse the country gets. So it's an absolute pattern. We've all noticed it. We've all noticed it here. It's not being made up. The country systematically has got worse as more foreigners and black people have arrived. So make of that what you will. But that's an absolute fact.
In the neck, her blood splurted everywhere, and she bled out and died on the spot. This is why the N-word needs to become legalized. All right, it's horrible.
Yeah, again, I kind of agree with that as well. Like, the N-word needs to become legalized. Again, fuck these lot, man. Honestly, yeah, we're worried about hurting people's feelings, right? That's the beauty of this. You've been pushed into a corner to believe that you hurting someone's feelings is worse than getting stabbed to fucking death all the time here. You know what I mean? He's allowed to just fucking, all these people, they're just allowed to stab the shit out of it. It's always fucking black fucking lad. It's always a black lad. They're fucking allowed to stab the shit out of us here. But when we turn around and say it's always a black lad, oh, do all get offended here? Well, you're allowed to stab the shit out of everybody, so you can get fucked. You know what I mean? Absolutely get fucked here. So yeah, honestly, it's just fucking. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's not all black people. It's not all black people. It's not all foreigners. We do have English wankers as well, but I don't remember seeing many occasions where this was a scenario where just a white person just randomly stabbed a black person to death on a bus. You know what I mean? So yeah, it always seems to be us that's the victims as well. It's the other side of it. It's the white victims here. We're not allowed to say boo anymore.
Horrible. I'm not going to show you the obvious video, but this is the girl, Irina Zarutska, a Ukrainian refugee, flees from a war zone to the U.S., where she gets murdered by a random guy. Flees to the U.S., boards her train in Charlotte, North Carolina, sits down and is killed behind by DeCarlos Brown Jr. for no apparent reason. What's going on? I'm obviously not going to show you this video. I'm just going to show you how it gets there. All right, so here she is. She walks onto the train, literally does absolutely nothing. Dude looks at her, and as you can see, there was nothing to incentivize anything. He pulls out a knife, and I'm gonna stop there. He gets up and he kills her, and it's horrible. And you watch the life drain from her eyes in this video. Clearly, she didn't understand the rules of America.
Yeah, well, it's not even the rules of America, because Britain's gone to fucking shit like this now as well, and. Again, the crack is we're importing a load of fucking foreigners who are fucking mental, is the other side of it, from war-torn countries and fucking all sorts. You don't know what they've been through. Just mental people everywhere. It's like literally mental people everywhere. You walk down any city centre and past multiple mental people, like, and you don't know if these people are capable of fucking stabbing people to death. Possibly, you don't know. They're mentally unhinged, but they're everywhere. They're everywhere. In all the cities, you've just got crackheads and homeless people, and some of them are insane. And like, it's honestly, it's a fucking a shower of shite. This world, isn't it? It's gone. It's really has gone to bagwash. Like I joke around about all the bagwash, but this world really has gone to bagwash on many levels, and it's went there fast as well. Like again, I think back to just last year and reporting on the sort of the Jay Slater case and the world, although it was gone downhill, it was just not this bad. It just wasn't as bad as it is a year later. A year later, it seems almost catastrophic at this point. We've got murders, we've got fucking children getting fucking raped. We've got like the problems that have all amounted in like a year's time, basically since fucking Labour came into power. Um, it's unbelievable, really. It's unbelievable how far we fell in a year, and another year could how far could we fall again? So, beautiful young lassie, to be honest. She doesn't look quite as beautiful in all her work get-up here, but all done up here. She's very beautiful indeed. Um, and now she's dead because of this wanker here who just literally stands up, as this guy says, and then just goes to stab her in the neck a few times. And no one on the bus really reacts to it, to be honest. I don't know if they're scared of him and he's got a knife, obviously. I mean, I don't know what I'd do myself if you were there. I think you'd be in shock. Absolute shock. So it's just an absolutely horrific incident, to be honest. Absolutely horrific. The likes of which you've never seen. I seen it. It's about 3 days old. This I seen it the other day, and I thought I will mention it, but it's just what do you say? What do you say?
Of America is you find a different seat. All right, not trying to be racist here or anything, but it's one of the unwritten rules, one of the unwritten guidelines. Now, Jussie Smollett, for those of you that don't remember, did a fake hate crime hoax where he claimed he was beat by two white people that put a noose around his neck. All right. So, and when Jussie Smollett did this a couple of years ago, it turned the entire world upside down. Every news site was talking about it. They all had Jussie Smollett on the news. Everyone was talking about this hate crime. These two white people attacked him for no reason just because he's black. And it turns out it was all a hoax. They actually got footage, they got info, and it turns out that it was not two black people that attacked him. It was not two white people that attacked him. It was two black people. And he paid them to attack him to make a fake race hoax. A fake race hoax. So this happens. She is dressed not to attract attention. Dude just stands up and kills her. Just literally kills her. Now, the hilarious and tragic fucking situation is this Brown is the name of this guy, has 14 previous court cases in Mecklenburg County. He was sentenced to 6 years in North Carolina prison after convictions for robbery with a dangerous weapon, breaking and entering, and larceny in Mecklenburg County in 2015. The convictions were for two separate incidents in 2013 and 2014, according to jail records.
Yeah, I mean, just connecting this to England. Shamama Mahmood, but it wasn't actually her fault. It was whoever had the job before her, but she's probably going to carry it on. They're set to release 45,000 people from prison here, so that they've got room in the prisons. So Britain's going to. I mean, I feel sorry for the police, to be honest. Do you see all these police of these protests? And you've got to remember, this, I know people don't like the police, but they're just people who went to get a job, and the job that they happened to pick was the police, because as jobs go, it's not a bad job in terms of money and pension. You get to retire early. It's got some benefits, you know what I mean. It's not a bad job. It'll always pay the right kind of wage because it's the government. You would have thought. I think they're on about 27 grand a year at the minute, which isn't bad, but you know what I mean. It's above minimum wage anyway. So it's probably not enough for what they have to deal with. But then at the same time, I've seen that the chief of police has got annoyed with all this social media, um, looking on social media, and he's going to go to Shamama Mood and to tell her that we need changes quickly because police are being overrun here. Keeping an eye on social media, and the streets are going to shit because of it. So, I mean, this guy there as well, as the guy just said, he'd multiple convictions, and here's these people just walking the streets again. Like society's fucked, eh? Society is fucked, and I mean, I stand by it, to be honest. Before what I said about black people and knives, 'cause again, we don't have knife crime where I'm from, and there was the only knife crime we've had in recent years was a black lad who come up from London. His parents moved up here from London to get him out of the gang world, but he brought it with him, and every shop in town he went into with a knife and tried and robbed it. And now he's currently living in Carlisle. They moved him to Carlisle because Carlisle police can probably handle him better than the local West Cumbria police, because they're not. The West Cumbria police really aren't equipped to deal with this kind of thing. They're really not. They don't see it. They don't see stabbings. They don't see shootings. They don't see homeless drug addicts, really, or either crackheads. Believe me, it's a very, very. It's coming here. Don't get me wrong. We've everybody started to notice it coming here. Like it's started, but generally these things don't happen up here. You'll probably get domestic violence and people fighting, but there's no real stabbing. We had Derek Bird, obviously shot a lot of people that time, and it was an absolute one-off affair. The only time in history, and the police didn't have a fucking clue what to do when it happened. To be honest, it was the absolute proof that the police up here have no real. I mean, I was talking, I think, a policewoman in Manchester about this when I was down there, and it's like they all get paid the same. They don't get paid any more in Manchester than they do up here, but the amount of police work that they have to do, the police in Manchester and the cities, compared to the police work that the police in Cumbria have to do, it's a great deal higher. The danger level, I would say, the danger level in Manchester and London is 10 times what it is here. 10 times. Like you're probably not going to get shot or stabbed here. You're probably not going to happen ever. At the minute, anyway, and to this time in history, you would never really get shot or stabbed here as a policeman or anything at all. But that risk increases significantly the further south you go. And again, the further south you go, the more foreigners there is. That's what you want to call it. So the proof's in the pudding for me, to be honest. Again, I live in a predominantly white area, and the crime rate is very low. So, and then as we ship more foreigners in, watch the crime rate go up, because that's what's happened down all the rest of the country. So, yeah, I mean, it's an absolute disgusting attack on this lass here, and unbelievable, to be honest, unbelievable.
So this dude that killed this random lady for no reason other than apparently she was a white girl. This person was arrested this many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 arrests. All right, and he was still on the street. Multiple burglaries and larcenies with dangerous weapons, and they put this man back on the street. Now, this is everything wrong.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen this though in Amsterdam. This young 17-year-old lass who was biking home after a night out with her friends. This black fella again, raped, murdered, and threw her in a ditch. And he'd already attacked 2 other women, and it was known. And he'd already attacked 2 women, yet this man was still roaming the streets, and then killed this 17-year-old lass in Amsterdam as well. And it's funny how, as well, they're always going for women, aren't they? That, like, again, it's. I mean, this one here, the Amsterdam one, he's raped her apparently, but this one here again, another woman, and it's just. I mean, I don't know about the rest of you, but I've just had enough. I've had enough. I like Southport was like enough is enough. I just had enough of this world and all the death and the murder and the fucking hate and everything. I just Southport. I'd had enough of it. And when I hear stuff like this now, I'm past having had enough of it, and my brain just sick of trying to fathom why people would do this and what should she do, and how was this fair? And if there's got to be a God, and there's got to be something next, and it's got to be fair eventually. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's the only way, really, a God and a heaven and a hell, that this whole thing's fair, if anyone gets what I'm saying. Because if there isn't a heaven and a hell and a God, then this lass has lost her life here, been murdered, no reason, and that's the end of it. If there isn't a heaven, a hell, and a God, that's the end of it. That unfairness to this young lassie here, that's the end of the game here. Life was just unfair. Fucking live with it, or don't live with it, as this case may be. But I feel within myself that's not the way of things. You know what I mean? That unfairness, and how life can be so unfair. I don't believe it to be the ultimate solution, if you know what I mean. I think that there is a God, there is a heaven and a hell of sorts, depending, maybe not what we think they are, but they do exist. And yeah, you will pay eventually. Like, this man will pay for what he done here, and we all will. We all will. Look on this as a test, and if you play badly and do wrong and don't play the game well, you will eventually have to answer for all of these things. You will, and it's the only way this is fair. It's the only way any of this is fair. And if it isn't the case, and then this isn't fair, then just, well, what's the point? Like, what are we doing here, really? Um, so for me, there's got to be something next, and there's got to be judgment, as the tale is that you will be judged on these works. That actually is the tale. But I mean, it's the only way this is fair, and you're judged for what you've done here. And this lass gets gets something because of how badly she was treated, in a way. You know what I mean? Just a horrible world, a horrible world. Again, I'm kind of glad I haven't got children, because this is a horrible world, and things like this, incidents like this, are ultimate proof of this is a horrible world. And then you've got Gaza, Palestine, what happened to Israel on October the 7th, 9/11, you name it. There's a long, long list of this being a horrible world, full of death, murder, rape, crime, drugs, homeless people, like the down and out people who've give up because there's no hope in this world. It's a horrible place, and that's another part of it, why all these people give up and just turn to drugs, because there's just no hope. Um, yeah, it's horrific, to be honest, an horrific attack, horrible. I thought I'd give it a mention. Um, I'm sure people have seen it, to be honest. Again, it's quite big news. It's quite big news, this horrific attack on this woman. So the channel was Nux Anor. I've only paid sort of 3 minutes of the video of his, but again, I kind of like his crack, to be honest, and he's just right in a lot of the stuff he says. So I'll give the channel a subscribe and go and watch the rest of the video there if you want, but I just thought I'd kind of give it a mention. This long lass lost her life for no reason whatsoever. Stabbed on a bus by a black man, yet again. So yeah, but apparently if we point that out, we're racist. You know what I mean? So I'll leave it there anyway. Peace.